If you leave too much fat in the deep layers, that's the area that the patient is going to gain afterwards. So that's why I always say, if you're gonna do it, you need to do it 360 degrees. No, it's not that you do just the anterior and leave the posterior and the back and the flanks undone, because that's the areas that are gonna get, deformed over time if the patient gains weight. So for me, it's very important that, for instance, in men, we do the flanks and the abdomen 360 degrees. In women, we need to add the arms and the back, because those are the areas that the extra fat is going to go later, because the areas that we don't touch in liposuction are the areas that are going to be more prone to store the fat again. So what I want is to make as much as areas as I can, so if the patient gains weight, gains them in the areas that we did the fat grafting.
So who's not a candidate for this? Looking at your patients, they had pretty good skin tone. If you have patients, a woman who's had 3 kids, but they don't have a lot of stretch marks, and they're 40 years old, their elasticity is not going to be very good. Can those patients bounce back and do well with this type of liposuction?
I think, Semyon actually mentioned something that is very important for us. And I think is to predict what is going to happen to this patient in the long run. If we have a patient that tends to be obese and they don't have any children, but she's going to have, she's between 20s and 30s and she's going to have children, it's not a good idea to do like just a full 6-pack, because when she had a pregnancy, she's going to gain a lot of weight and the horizontal lines are going to migrate. So we need to also predict what is going to happen to this patient. And as you mentioned, the elder patient is going to behave also differently. We cannot rely very much on the skin retraction in these patients. So also doing something a little bit more smooth in these patients, going more basic, just the vertical lines, doing the pectoralis in men. In women, also just the vertical lines, even just the upper abdomen, doing the arms and such. Is going to improve very good the shape, but it's going to make the patients to retain some of the results, even if they gain weight, if they have children. And that's also why we started to combine this procedure with mini tummy tuck and full tummy tuck. So when they actually have that, we have all their options that we can combine with high definition in terms of those, excisional body contouring as well.